Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Spritzo. Welcome back to SpritzBitz. I know it's been a long time. I don't really care. I've been doing my videos less and less lately because not too many of my videos have been watched. People aren't watching my videos, so I'm less likely to make videos, but I'm going to keep doing it. I'm probably just going to make videos about whatever, and games that I'm going to play are just going to be whatever I feel like playing. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about in this video. I want to talk about Perler beads. I've been doing a lot of Perler beads. If you don't know what Perler beads are, they're these little thingies here. I should have brought the actual beads before I showed you these, but they're little tiny cylindrical beads. You can kind of see them in the back of this. They're these little thingies here. You can't really tell what these are. It looks like plastic because that's what it is when it's melted down. They're tiny little plastic beads. You put them down on a pegboard with tweezers and stuff, and then you use an iron and wax paper that it comes with to melt it down so that they all stick together and stuff like that. I've got a bunch of different Pokemon here. I'm building all of the first 150 Pokemon. I've got little Clefairy here and stuff. I've got, I think, about 45 of them done or something like that. But I want to talk about the things that I've learned in like the Perler community and like things that the Perler community does that's just freaking annoying. Obviously, this is all my opinion. If you don't like what I'm saying, I don't care. The first thing I want to talk about is when you iron these, you got to put the wax paper on top of the beads, and then you press the iron down like you would iron anything, and you just iron it until it melts. The instructions of the Perler beads, like the boxes that you get them in, the instructions say to melt it down just enough so that the beads kind of like fuse together. You can't really see it here. This one has beads that are melted a little worse, in my opinion, than this one. Charizard here is really smooth. Like, perfectly smooth. It's perfectly flat. There are a couple tiny little holes in it, but not too big a deal. Clefairy has, like, holes all in the front here where I messed up. It's really hard to see, but there are spots where it's still kind of open, and it doesn't look very good. I prefer these to be melted all the way down so they're completely flat. Like, this Vileplume is, like, perfect. This is perfectly flat. It's smooth. It looks really good. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I think it looks dumb if you don't do it, because you get something that kind of looks like this. If you can see that, I'll have to watch the video later to see if this looks any good. I may just film another section of this where you can actually see it. I'll zoom in on this so you can see it. But this one's like perfect. This one is perfectly smooth. It's clean. It's good. Clefairy here is not that good. For whatever reason, the Perler community never melts their stuff all the way down. I don't really get it. I don't think it looks good. If you want the like texture look, that's fine, but I think it looks terrible, to be honest. Venusaur here is perfect too. I did mess up a little bit when peeling off the paper. There's this ridge on the bottom right here. Kind of hard to see, but I messed up peeling off the paper, so it left some lines, but this is perfectly melted down. It's nice and smooth. This one's also perfectly done. Otherwise, it looks like this. It gets textury on the back. You know, I only melt one side because I don't care about what the other side looks like. Eventually, I'm going to do all 151, and then I'm going to put them in a frame, and I'm going to frame it and all that stuff. So that's one thing they do. They love to not melt it all the way down, which is totally fine if you want to do that. I just think it looks bad. The second thing I've noticed, and this one is, this happens everywhere with not just Perler beads, but this one is like the worst thing ever. I hate this so much. On Instagram, there are tons of people who have accounts for just Perler beads. That's all they do, which is cool. And they post, usually everyone like will post Pokemon artwork. People usually make video game artwork because it's easy, because it's all pixel art. They don't have to make their own original art. But what I'll notice is people like to make their own original artwork, and they share it. And they also like to take other people's works and post them on their own Instagram. I'm not going to mention any names. There are a few people out there who I've seen who do this like regularly. They'll do it weekly. They'll have like a time where they'll say, oh, this week we're featuring so-and-so, and they'll tag the person that they took the picture from. They'll go to their Instagram account, they'll take their picture, they'll put it on their Instagram account, and they'll tag the person that they took it from. And then they'll put a bunch of hashtags, 30 hashtags related to the artwork in their post. So what they're doing is they're taking the person's artwork, putting it on their Instagram, giving the person credit so that they're thinking, oh, this is okay to do because I'm giving them credit. And then they're putting all the hashtags on their picture, the other person's picture, on their own Instagram so that they get all the views and all the likes and all the follows for someone else's work. the person that they're taking from usually comments on that post and says, "Oh, thank you so much for sharing my artwork. This is amazing. I thank you so much." Because to them, they're like, "Oh, well, I'm going to probably get some likes. Maybe some people will look at my account and maybe people will follow me." But the person who's posting this and taking the artwork, they couldn't care less if the person gets more followers or more views. They're just getting more likes and more views and more follows on their account. And that's all they care about, because they're taking somebody else's artwork that someone has already made, and they're putting it on their own account. It's less work for them, and it's more views for them. All for basically for free. It's ridiculous. And this happens all the time. I don't know if the people who do this contact the people ahead of time before they take their artwork. That would be the right thing to do. I would assume that's what they do, but I have no idea. I just see it, and I see it way too often, and it bugs the crap out of me. It's like, stop taking people's artwork, stop posting it on your own account, and stop giving them credit because you think it's okay if you give them credit. You're not fooling anyone. You're taking people's stuff to get more views. You're not fooling anybody. And the last thing I've noticed, and this is where it becomes very ironic. This is the best part about this. This is where it all comes together. These same people who will take people's artwork, post on their own Instagram, these people will also come up with their own original artwork. And I'm going to use the 2016 term of original, okay? The 2016 definition of original. I've probably used it in videos before. I don't really remember. The definition of original in 2016 is someone hasn't made that yet, but it came from other things, right? You cannot be original, 100% original in 2016. It's just not possible. There's too many things out there people have made. It's very, very difficult to be 100% original. It's very difficult. Even if you're making something that's never been made before, it probably has inspiration from something else. Like, I make voxel artwork. It looks like Minecraft, okay? I didn't make it from my head. I played Minecraft, and I remember things from Minecraft, and I made my artwork based on that, okay? It's not my original artwork in the sense that no one's ever conceived it before. It's original in the fact that no one made that exact piece of art, okay? So, with that in mind, what I see a lot in the Perler community is people will make their own original artwork, but they'll take pieces of art from video games and they'll put them together to make something original. You know, I'm again not going to mention anybody's names, not going to mention any Instagram accounts, but there are accounts where they'll take things, they'll put things together, and they'll call it original artwork. But had those things you took those artworks from not existed before, you wouldn't have original artwork. So, yes, it's your original artwork, but had that artwork you took it from not existed already, you wouldn't have anything. This is where it becomes ironic. These people will post this artwork up on Instagram, their own original artwork on Instagram, and then in the comment, in the description, they'll always say, "This is my original artwork. Please ask for permission before using." If you're asking for permission to use other people's artwork before you post it on your Instagram, that's totally fine. If you're not doing that and you're requesting people to ask for permission before taking your artwork, you're a loser. It shouldn't bug me this much, and it really isn't a big deal because this happens everywhere. People steal people's artwork all the freaking time. It's annoying. I can't stand it. But when you make original artwork and you ask people to provide permission or ask for permission first, and then you take other people's stuff and post on your Instagram for credit, you're stupid. Stop doing what you do. Now, obviously, these aren't original by the fact that I haven't made this originally. I didn't conceive this artwork. This is not my artwork, but I did make this. I physically made this myself, right? It's cool. I like these. These are awesome. I'm going to have them all framed eventually once I'm done. And then once I got all 151 of these done, I'm going to start making my own original artwork. I'm going to go into Cubicle and Magica Voxel and make pixel art, and then I'm going to put it into Perler art once I'm done. These are cool. I have a ton of these. These are on my Instagram. You can look at them there. Links for all that stuff are in the description down below. That's all I've got. Quickly to go back to talking about my gaming videos and stuff. I have not been making anything like in the past week or so because it's been very discouraging. A lot of people haven't been watching my videos, which kind of sucks, but that's how it goes, I guess. So I think from now on, I'm just going to make videos on whatever game I feel like playing, and I'm going to record whenever I feel like recording. If I notice that there's an increase in viewers and things like that, I'll continue to speed up my process. But for now, I think it's just going to be play games whenever I feel like it, play whatever games I feel like playing, despite, you know, being old video games or new video games. I'm just going to play whatever I feel like and see where it goes from there, okay? That's all I've got. Thank you for watching. You can leave a comment, subscribe if you want. I heard the like button is broken. That's all I've got. Thank you for watching. That's the way it is.